Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my much requested and very much awaited how I've grown my hair / prevented hair fall or hair loss. Now before I jump into this video, I would like to apologize for the incredibly long gap in my videos. It has not been intentional, it was not on purpose. In fact, I've been having technical difficulties. So this is the like 6th or 7th time I have filmed this video. I'm using a different camera, I'm using a new memory card, and I am praying to the Lord that this actually works. So if it doesn't, that computer, this camera, and this memory card will probably go out that window because I am no idea. But enough of that rambling. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jess and I make hair and beauty videos, majoritively hair videos, normally with reviews and content. I used to have incredibly long hair and I got it cut last year and I have been growing it out ever since. And somewhere in there I also had a bit of a disaster haircut. So if you're interested to see that video, I'll leave it up in the cards. But my hair is actually growing quite significantly and quite quickly, and it is thicker than it has been in a really long time. And I have had all my postpartum hair loss grow back in. So I thought that I would share all the things that I've done to not only sort of reduce hair fall, but to help with hair growth. And I think that that's it. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button, and let's jump into the video. The first thing I want to mention before I get into my tips and tricks on things that I have done to help is addressing why you are having hair fall or issues with hair growth. This is probably like the #1 thing I can say. If you have had major surgery, if you've just had a baby, if you have lost a significant or gained a significant amount of weight, if you are going through major stress, those are all things that can impact hair growth and hair fall. If you are having issues in those sorts of ways, that is a medical condition or something that you can't really help, it might be worth seeing an actual doctor or a specific hair specialist that can help you in those things, getting onto some sort of medicated shampoos and conditioners or something like that. That might be why. Especially if you've had, like I said, any major changes in your body, that can make a huge effect on your hair. And so addressing whether you're actually having hair loss or just sort of excessive hair fall is a big thing, and so that's something you really need to figure it out. There are 3 phases in the hair cycle, and so some of these things will actually help prolong the hair growth phase or prolong the phase that is like maintenance. However, things like I said, weight loss, weight gain, major surgeries, having a baby, those can all trigger the hair loss cycle. And so some of these things may help, but it's also definitely worth figuring out what is causing it, and if there's anything that needs to be done on a medical point of view before you sort of trust completely in only this. Everybody's hair is different. Things that work for me might not work for you, but if there is a medical underlying concern as to why your hair is falling out, it is definitely important to address that. But after that, let's jump into my tips. The first one I want to say is using quality shampoos and conditioners. Now, quality does not always mean high-end. I actually prefer most high-end shampoos and conditioners. I don't really use a lot of drugstore brands. However, there are a few drugstore brands that I don't mind. And if you are interested, I will leave my favorite listed in the description box down below. But finding the correct shampoos and conditioners and using something that's good quality, that doesn't have bad ingredients, that has not only good ingredients, but ingredients that are going to benefit you and your hair and what you need, is incredibly important for this journey. And so I have a few favorites. Again, I'll leave them listed down below. I have a good rotation of shampoos and conditioners that I like, and they all work for me. So finding good quality shampoos and conditioners, things that are going to benefit your hair and scalp. Along with that is finding a routine and products that are specific to you and your hair type. There is no point using a product that I recommend with my dry hair type if you have incredibly oily hair. If you have a super oily scalp, if you have super oily ends, something I would use might not benefit you. So you need to find things that are going to benefit you and your scalp. You know, I generally use very moisturizing and nourishing shampoos and conditioners. If you have oily hair, you're probably going to be much better off using something for volume or something for tailored towards oily hair and scalp. So that is very important. Also using a routine that has enough products in it. I generally use at least 3 products post shower. So I generally do a shampoo and conditioner. That's not including my hair mask and hair oils. I'll get to those in a minute. But then I also use a detangling spray, a leave-in cream, and a leave-in oil, and that is my 3 steps. I'm going to have a whole video on reducing frizz and that sort of stuff, so that will be coming. But those are my 3 steps. So I use, and every day is different, but those are the 3 things I always include in my post hair wash plus post shower routine. Finding one that is good for you. Obviously, you know, if you have incredibly oily hair, don't put products on your scalp. That doesn't mean you can't moisturize it. Just use lighter weight products, use lighter weight oils, etc. Finding something that's going to work for you and a routine that works for you is so incredibly important. It's going to help maintain the thickness of your hair, the integrity of your hair, and the better quality and the better condition your hair is in, the more you will see the growth. The next thing is rice water. I have talked about rice water in a fair number of my videos. In fact, I believe I have 2 or 3 rice water routines up on my channel at this moment. I will leave them linked down below if you're interested. However, my routine has changed and I'm more than happy to upload that for you soon. It is on my list of things to do, but rice water is amazing. Rice water was probably the first thing that I found that not only stopped / reduced hair fall, but it actually really helped grow back all of my postpartum hairs. You can't even see where they were anymore. I will insert a picture here of a before and after using rice water. I cannot rave enough about it. How you use rice water is completely up to you and your hair type. I use rice water as a rinse. I do not use it as a leave-in. I do not use it as a mask. Using it as a rinse in the shower is what works best for me and my hair type. If you have low porosity hair, for example, you will probably benefit more from a rinse. If you have high porosity hair, then it might be better to leave it in longer. Really depends on your hair type. Rice water might not work for you. However, I think it will work for most people if you do it correctly, and if you are making sure that you moisturize after you use rice water, because rice water is a protein treatment. So you're making sure that your rice water routine suits your hair type. The next one is scalp massage. I think this is one of the other #1 things you can do to help prevent hair fall and increase hair growth. I have a scalp massager. I'll leave a picture here of a similar one. I use that every time I wash my hair. I also do scalp treatments and I massage my scalp upside down. I do the inversion method once every few months. I try not to do it every month, and I do it for a week every few months. I can do a whole video on the inversion method if you're interested, but I think that it is incredibly beneficial. But any sort of scalp treatment is super duper beneficial for your hair, for your scalp, for your circulation. It increases blood flow, it increases circulation to the scalp, and all of those things are going to increase hair growth, as well as it loosens up the follicles on your scalp to increase and allow for more hair growth as well. So scalp massage, cannot recommend enough. / a scalp massager. Hair treatments. This is another thing that I think is amazing. This is not necessarily for hair growth. This is more for hair integrity. So the hair that you are growing is healthy and can grow as long as strong. I generally do a oil treatment in my hair once to twice a week, and I also do a hair mask in my hair once to twice a week. I will leave a list of the oils that I like to use on the screen here. I also like to add in essential oils, which help with